Last round, Mackenzie was killed.
Why I oughta. Oh, sorry. Watch out.
Right. And with that, we're going into our deliberation period.
I think that we have a very clear target on the table now. And I don't want to jump the gun because I've been doing that a lot recently. I've been very trigger happy over here, so if anyone else wants to do it, I will support you fully.
You're saying we should form a...
Yes.
Uh,
I think we can talk a little
Come
bit
on
less for all
now.
of
Come
us.
on now. Okay, I make one slip up, and then the Mafia capitalize on that slip up. Use your brains, people. Come on now.
I don't trust him.
Use our brains. What's that supposed to mean?
Found that a little
That
condescending.
little thing in your head. You should
I
use
find that
that.
Little, mine is huge. I have a big brain, and I know what I want to do. I want a formal George.
Oh. I'll second you on
We've got
that
a
formal.
formal on the table. We've got a formal on George. Would anyone like to second it?
I'll second that, buddy
All right, we've
boy.
got a formal from Sophie. Devin, give us your formal.
Let me stage you a story.
Yes.
George has come into this game mighty confident, mighty strong, like a bodybuilder. But you know the thing about bodybuilders? They're all bark and no bite. George has been calling people out left, right, sideways, and upside down, and I don't trust him for a minute. George! I think you're in the Mafia.
Sophie, your second.
Ditto.
All right, and George, your defense.
Alrighty. I did not call anyone out right there. I just said, don't look at me. I don't know what you're doing right here, but I'm just trying to survive, okay? Look at how obvious that could have looked if I had killed her. Go deeper. Go deeper. That's my
All
pick.
right.
I don't trust him, folks.
We have 7 playing, 6 voting. That means 4 to kill. 4 to kill. Vote on the word vote will be counted. 3, 2, 1, vote. That is 5 votes. That is enough. George, what were you?
Villager.
No. All right,
By God.
George. And with that, we are going to go into nightfall. We're going to go into nightfall.
My golly.
All right, Mafia, please wake up. All right, Mafia, go back to sleep. Doctor, please wake up. Who would you like to save? All right, Doctor, go to sleep. And with that, we are going to go back into daybreak. Confessionals.
This reminds me of the time I left a batch of cookies in the oven and forgot about them. Someone's gonna get burned.
I have 3 ideas. 1, Sophie said she was the doctor, and no one said that they were the doctor. I think she's the doctor.
I'm getting weird vibes from Katie B like I did in the very beginning of the game, and also Sam looks awfully strange in that wig, and I think it might be her too. We'll see.
Devin, so loud. So loud. He accused George, villager.
Who do you think right now is the Mafia?
The Mafia? Sophie's been running a party over here, and I don't see her with any kind of host privileges in this Zoom call.
Do you think that she is lying about being the doctor?
Lying about being the doctor? I haven't seen her go to med school, have you?
I went to John Hopkins Medical School, so I think I'm very fit to be a doctor in this game.
Then, Emmett, so quiet. I don't know, so quiet.
So what do you think about Emmett?
I don't know.
So Bella was calling the shots with Mafia, so I had to assert myself this nightfall. Like, I pointed at Sam immediately, and you know Bella followed. I'm not down to be the beta Mafia, I'm the alpha Mafia.
Emmett and Sam have been very, very quiet, so it's whether I want to accuse someone who's being very loud, maybe trying to help, or Emmett and Sam being quiet.
I don't trust Emmett. He hasn't said a word. Sophie, too loud, and she said she was the doctor, so why hasn't anyone voted her out? Devin, super loud, and I think if he is the Mafia, I'm gonna be very frustrated at the end. Bella, I feel like Bella's just a good player, so I'll have no idea if she's Mafia, and Katie I trust, though.
I feel like if I say anything about Bella, people are just gonna freak out again because I kind of accused her in the beginning, but I'm a villager. I'm a villager.
After this kill, there will be 2 Mafia, 3 villagers left.
How do you feel about... Sorry.
I'm not a math major, but do the math.
All right. Daybreak. Last night, Sam was killed. Silent.
Do we get to know what she was?
Nope. Deliberation.
She died in nightfall.
Oh, that's true.
In the dark of the night, we don't know a dang thing.
Sam
anyone
hasn't
awake
said,
last
like,
night?
anything.
Yeah.
I also like to point out that the whole side of this room is bamboozled, skoosh-kadash out of here.
I've never heard that phrase before.
Well, maybe you should spend some time in Brooklyn, baby.
Is that where you're from, buddy boy?
What do you have to say, Emmett?
I'd like to make a comment. I feel like you've been prompting people to talk, but I would like to hear what you have to say.
You would?
Not in an accusatory way. I just want to hear.
I think it's suspicious that her boa and your headband are matching.
Oh. Yeah, I'd like to make a comment. So, just to some clarity here. There's 5 of us left. There's 2 Mafia. So what does that mean in terms of rounds that we have left?
I believe that means there's one more.
So if we kill someone right now that isn't the Mafia, we're...
So I'll form Lobella. What? Yeah, I will. Is that okay with everyone? I don't care.
Well, wait. Can I finish my thought?
We've got a formal on Bella. Would anyone like to second?
Well, Devin, you jumped the gun there, didn't you, buddy boy?
I do believe you did.
I don't know.
Okay, with any, but if the second doesn't go through, then you can reform it.
Okay, talk more about why you want to do that.
So throughout the game, I've been looking over at Bella, and she's a little bit too confident. She's a little bit too poised. She's a little bit too precise.
That's just who I am, baby.
Is that true? So tell us about who you are.
My name is Bella the Boss. I own 14 major multi-dollar corporations.
Multi-dollar.
How many dollars are we talking?
She whiz.
There's about $14 in each of them, and I'm not saying that's a lot. I'm just saying that I've been coming here ever since I was a Pooh Bear, and
Coming where?
To Bruin Woods.
To Bruin.
So Bruin would.
Anyways, to continue what I was
So you
saying.
have a lot of experience at this game.
I do, and for that matter, that's why I'm still here as a villager, helping everyone to defeat the Mafia.
So what are your helpful comments? Let us know.
I think that I've just really played the game well. I don't think I've made anything
Why?
that's been too hasty. I think that you, on the other hand, have really come and targeted a lot of people that are now dead.
Who have I targeted?
Many a person.
Not a single name
I
to be dropped.
object!
Not a single name to be dropped. Emmett, what do you think of this?
I'm quite confused.
Emmett, I would have to agree with that statement.
Look, Emmett, speak up a little bit. Tell us a little bit.
Dastardly.
I'm quite confused.
Are you now, buddy?
He said it twice, so we better take it into account.
Maybe I haven't been paying enough attention, but I've gathered very little from like everything that's been said, and I think we've talked very little about like who's gotten voted out. Like Sam was the last person to get voted out, right?
Right.
Had she said anything before?
Not really.
I didn't hear much.
I do think that could have been strategic because I feel like at least us have talked a bit, or us 3 have talked a bit. I don't know, you haven't talked that much. You've talked enough, but maybe they weren't trying to vote out anyone
Wow,
big.
well, Katie B's putting some standards on how much people are talking over there.
I've been paying attention.
It's interesting.
I think I talked a little too quickly in the beginning, so then I started paying attention.
There's something to go back on, potentially. Just be a little cuckoo crazy bananas and make a formal in this.
Okay, I'm
house.
gonna say something though. Actually, is I think that I'm gonna go back to the doctor thing. I think Sophie said that she was the doctor. No one else countered her and said, "I actually am the doctor." And I think if you were the doctor, you would counter and say, "I'm the doctor." So on that note, I do think Sophie's the doctor, or else someone else would say, "No, I am. You're the Mafia."
Does anyone else want to say that they're doctor?
What do you have to say about when you said that Bella was the doctor?
That was the first comment I made.
And Bella didn't say that she was, and I can guarantee
And
you
you
that
didn't
I
say that you were either.
I did. I said it right afterward. I said,
But
now's
you-
the time to say that I went to Johns Hopkins University. So there you are.
I think she was being strategic in the beginning, knew she was the doctor, and was trying to wait to see if she would claim she was the doctor.
So I could jump out and say that I was the one. But then it turns out that she was on it.
But what if you are dressed Mafia and you are trying to protect yourself by bringing like...
Because you know
It's
that I'm
quite
the
logical.
doctor. Oh, they said
But
now's the time to say that I went to
It then puts you in a position where you're like, look, I helped.
Okay, I won't even say I helped, but I think if if we're making a decision, you can keep me in the decision making, but let's just keep her out, because truly, this isn't going to mean anything to anyone. But I am a villager, and I would really like to win, so I don't think we should vote Sophie.
Emmett, do you think that she's protecting Sophie over there, and they're the 2 Mafia?
Oh. I have no idea.
I'll be honest, I think that's on brand. It would make no sense if I came out as the doctor and was voted out at any point in this game. I'm still here, and because I am the doctor and I'm making choices accordingly.
So you're saving yourself.
Yeah, that's.
Maybe.
Selfish but logical.
Okay. Exactly. It might make me look like a selfish little Miss Nancy Drew, but I have to tell you, that's where I am in this point in the game.
Well, we gotta Sherlock Holmes this and figure that out. So who's gonna do a
1 minute.
formal?
I'm gonna do a formal on Devin Bennett.
All right, we've got a formal on Devin. Would anyone like to second? Going once.
Oh, second.
All right, we've got a second from Bella. We've got a second from Bella. Could we hear your formal?
I don't like that he's attacking someone who has a PhD in saving lives. So, as well as an MD.
And Nancy Drew over here.
And also middle name Nancy Drew. I think that he's been very attacking over here when we clearly made it true that I am not in the equation. And I think that he's been vocal later in the game, which is a common Mafia strategy. So that's what I have to say.
All right, give it to us.
I have been personally attacked by Devin Bennett, and I would just like to say that it was truly a baseless claim. I've played the game like anyone else, and I just think that his behavior has been so incredibly aggressive that it makes the most sense to me that he outed us. And I also agree that I do believe that Sophie is the doctor, that he is the Mafia.
Devin, your defense?
It was the best of times and the worst of times when we started this game. And if you feel attacked by me, I'm feeling very attacked right now because all I did was come out to this game trying to figure out who was the Mafia. Emmett, do you remember the days that we spent playing this game together? And Bella, I called you out and then all of a sudden you're very conveniently coming over here and gonna second my thing with nothing to say. Except that I had the bravery and the courage to stand up for myself in the face of people that weren't standing up to me. Does that make sense?
And with that, we're going to go into the vote.
Oh, I'm nervous.
All right, we have 5 playing, 4 voting, 3 to kill. Vote on the word vote. No earlier late votes will be counted. 3, 2, 1, vote. That is a unanimous vote. Devin, what were you?
I'm a villager of the day.
What? And with that the Mafia has won.
It's you two?
It's great playing.
I'm not at all surprised that we won. I mean, me and Bella had chemistry from the very beginning. I love being Mafia with her. I think these results really show that we're superior Mafia players to everyone else in the circle. And
2 Mafia at the beginning of the game, 2 Mafia at the end of the game. Am I surprised? Not in the slightest. They didn't have a clue. That was one of the easiest games of Mafia I've played in my entire life, and I've played with Grizzlies before.
Thank you for an absolutely incredible season of Mafia, filled with love and romance and heartbreak and backstabbing. Join us next week for our new reality show, Chopped.